we had the chat off camera, but I'm going to ask you on camera. Natasha, tell us why our odds are wrong.
They're just, they've got me as Lauren as a big favourite. That's the old judgment. We're going to see. We're going to see.
And I think that is something that ties in quite nicely to what I wanted to ask you, which was, do you feel like people are writing you off? I mean, the phrase that keeps getting brought up is Lauren's phrase of being younger, faster, stronger, that she said to you in the ring in the Liverpool card. I just wonder, do you feel like you are being written off a little bit, considering you are a unified champion going in?
Yeah, I feel like it's a bit of a what they expect is a pass the torch moment, and I'm coming near the end of my career. Lauren's at the very start and got big things expected of her. But yeah, that's how I feel. It's been the kind of narrative. But I'm here to upset the apple cart. It's not something I've not heard before. I think my boxing IQ is better. I think my timing's better, and I think my accuracy is better. So.
Do you think that maybe some of people's thoughts on that matter might be because of you said you were going to retire in 2024. Obviously, Joe, your trainer, has been vocal about the possibility of you retiring. Do you think that might be why some people do see this as a passing of the torch?
No, I just think that like I say, big things are expected of Olympic champions. We've seen Clarissa go through the ranks, go through the weights, and get undisputed here, there and everywhere. So, big things are expected of her, and she's got to get the ball rolling to do that.
And do you think, because I look at your career and you're someone you've won so many consecutive world title fights now, you could argue that in the pro ranks you have actually peaked late and have done some of your best work at this moment in your career. Is that a statement that you would agree with, do you think? Yeah,
definitely. I think my best win has been Michaela Mayer, which was only 2 fights ago, and I was 39 then. So yeah, I mean, I'm still, you're never the complete a finished article in boxing. You're always learning, always developing, and each fight will have to bring out something different in you that you're tailoring towards your opponent that's in front of you. And I'm still adding to that repertoire, and I'm becoming that fighter.
And you touched on it there, the Michaela Mayer fight, not wanting to look past Lauren Price at all, but is the long-term goal still Michaela or Katie after this? Yeah,
it's always been, I think, Katie's a fight that's personal to me. I need a win before I hang up them gloves, and it's a fight that I believe I can win. But win on March the 7th, and whatever fight comes next will be undisputed, regardless of whether that's Katie or Michaela Mayer. But the main thing is I've got to win on March 7th.
Is there any chance we get both? Is that something you're looking at, or is it Lauren and one more?
Well, I'm not saying anything anymore because I end up being a liar. I was retiring last year, so we'll see. Sometimes, like I keep saying, I haven't reached them ceilings yet, and I still don't feel like I've shown the best version of Natasha. So either when that version comes out, or when I'm satisfied with what I've done, that'll be it.
And you're a fighter of firsts. You touched upon it on the stage. How does it feel to headline the first women's boxing card at an incredible venue in the Albert Hall?
I didn't realise how big of a thing it would be until the reaction from social media, and then I heard who's fought here, the history of the arena, and it was just it's amazing. I'm proud to be on it. I'm proud to headline. I'm proud to have another first, and no one can take them things away from you.
And apart from yourself, obviously, I mean, you were on that stage with some incredible fighters. Who do you think is going to stand out at the Royal Albert Hall on that incredible undercard?
Yeah, I think we all have seen the rise and development and growth of Caroline Dubois, but Cindy Ngamba is someone I've trained alongside, I've watched develop, I've watched grow, and I think she's a special person to look out for.
And I asked Lauren this about Wales. I want to ask you the same about Liverpool. Why do you think such a small geographical area produces so many incredible boxers?
I just think we're hungry, we're fighters, we fight for what we believe in, and there's only so many opportunities that are available in and around Liverpool. A ball is so inexpensive, so you need to be. Sport is that opportunity. So whether that's athletics, whether that's football, or whether that's boxing, we always produce because, we just do.
And I wanted to ask someone you know very well, Callum Smith has a huge fight coming up for him. I wonder, how do you think he's going to get on in that? It's a massive test for him.
Yeah, I think it's a huge test, but Callum's been in with, with the likes of Betfred, with Canelo, so it's not something that's brand new to Callum. I do think Boatti brings something different, a different dynamic to the table. He's tough, he's hard, he's explosive, but I also don't believe we've seen the best of Boatti yet. And maybe he needs a fight like Callum to bring that out of him. So I do think it's going to be a great fight. It's a fight I see Callum winning, and potentially maybe a stoppage, maybe.
And I wanted to ask you about another Liverpool sporting legend who actually crossed over from UFC into your sport last weekend. You know who I'm going to ask about here, Darren Till. Did you see any of his debut? What did you make of the gorilla making his first steps in the boxing ring?
So that was my first ever experience of Misfits, and from a boxing perspective, it wasn't the greatest technically from the show, but I had my little girl and my little nephew there with me, and they had a whale of a time. It was fun, it was entertaining. There was lots of celebrities in and around everywhere, all YouTubers that I didn't know who they were, that they was getting pictures with, so they enjoyed themselves, and the environment felt really safe. Totally a little bit different to the boxing dynamics, but like I say, it was fun, it was enjoyable, and I felt safe with her, with my little girl, and most of all she enjoyed it, which is why we went.
And just finally, I've got one question that I've been asking everybody here today. Another huge fight coming up on Boxer is obviously Chris Eubank Jr. taking on Conor Benn. I just wanted to get a quick impression of that one from you, and also a prediction, if I may.
Yeah, I think we all know the story of Conor Benn and like the journey he's been on, but there was a dynamic before that result came out that Eubank was the baddie, and he was happy to play the baddie, and Conor Benn was the goodie, and that was kind of the same roles that their fathers played. Since we've had the testing and stuff, them roles have kind of reversed, and now I feel like the momentum is with Eubank, and Conor Benn he's happy to play the baddie now, and that's a bit different to the previous fight, where I think most people were probably behind Conor. But how does it go? A lot of it depends on weight. A lot of it depends on what the stipulations are, rehydration clauses, and whatever that goes on. But when we look at records and who they've been in, yes, Conor's flying, but I think Chris has been in with the better opponent. So I'm going to go Chris just.
Fantastic. Natasha Jonas, thank you so much, and best of luck for the Albert Hall.
Cheers, nice one.
That was great. Thank you.
Cheers, thank you.